Here's the terrifying truth about taxes. Right now, we are at historic lows in taxes. Google it. Highest federal tax margins in US history. At one point, it was 94%. And what you're going to say, the comment warriors are going to say, oh, that was for the highest person. Well, yeah, we're all trying to become high income people. So if you're trying to become high income, you are going to be in a higher tax bracket because we have a progressive tax system. So right now we're 37% federally. That's nothing. That's hardly any tax. In the 60s, 70s, 80s, it was 60, 70, 80% federal. This doesn't include state tax. And I know what you're thinking. I have a good CPA. Think about this for 1 second. CPAs act in the capacity of audit or compliance. You think there was a how to avoid paying tax 101 course in CPA school? I'm being a little coy here, right? But think about this, right? They were trained to tax deferral, tax deferral. People are always saying, I need tax deduction, tax deductions. No, you don't. You need to get reasonable tax deductions that make sense. You don't need to search for more. What you want to do is pay tax now and invest in tax-free asset classes like Roth IRAs, Roth 401ks, after-tax contributions. And if you make good money, don't say I can't do a Roth IRA. Yes, you can. It's called a backdoor Roth IRA. Look it up on NerdWallet. Just Google NerdWallet backdoor Roth IRA. Like, it's all there. And why would you take the risk? If you're under 45 years old, why would you be like, no, our taxes aren't going to go up? What if they do? You deferred your tax at a low rate to build up huge amounts of assets to only pay later at a higher rate. And even if it stayed the same, why would you not put it in Roth assets where you pay 0% tax? But think about this. The national debt in the US, there's a direct correlation with this. And this is the scariest part. All these years, when you see how high federal tax rates were, we were at a virtually non-existent national debt. And now that national debt is approaching 40 trillion at some point, right, soon, like, it's one could say that the correlation of that is scary because the only way out of national debt in the past was to increase taxes to drop national debt. So if we are at historic highs right now of national debt, unprecedented levels, one could assume the only way to pay that back is to increase taxes. And being that we've been at the lowest rates in like the last 50 years, the day's coming. And, I spent 20 years as a financial advisor, got out, I'm an author now. But this is one thing most people don't even really talk about because financial advisors, most of them are not good. You have to figure this out on your own.